The EISA is not a classroom test. It's a national exam overseen by the QCTO and run in conjunction with accredited assessment centres. And I think the question here is, the burning question which we always get by clients is, what is the EISA? Why do we do the EISA? How is it run? How do we prepare? What does it mean?
So first of all, I want to say best of luck to our participants that are writing their PM5 EISA today. We know you're going to do great. And so the EISA is basically an external integrated summative assessment. And that is a culmination of everything that you've learned up to the point where you now go and impart knowledge. So it's the final step. People fear it because it's an exam. It feels like we've gone back to the national exams that we wrote when we finished matric, which is a long time ago for most of us. But the EISA really is nothing to fear if you are with a training provider that prepares you. So how it works is we complete the knowledge component. Once we're done with knowledge, we do practical, we do the workplace experience. When that is done, we do what we call the mock. So we take a mock exam, we physically let the participants write the mock exam. Our facilitator assessor assesses that, and then we do a Q&A feedback session to prepare them to know what they've done, what they could do better. I don't want to say wrong, but how could you improve, how to stick to the time limits. And by doing that, once they go to the EISA, they know exactly what to expect.
I want to add there that the CETAs release exemplars of these exams, and we use those exemplars to prepare our participants for the exams. Yolanda, what is the process? Because I know how we do it, that we give those exemplars, we do a mock exam with them, then we prepare them for the actual final exam. What happens in that assessment centre?
So the assessment centre, they will assess the EISA exams, they will do their internal moderation, they will submit to the AQP, and the final moderation will be done by the QCTO. And the QCTO issues the qualifications.
And I think, the concern is for a lot of participants on our programs and qualifications is we haven't written exams for such a long time, and then they worry. And I mean, I would worry too. I haven't written an exam for the longest time, but we are very, very careful, very, very hands-on in those final stages. So as we said, I just want to do a wrap up because we've said quite a lot. We download the exemplars from the website. We do a mock exam with our participants. We give them a Q&A session in response and in feedback to that exam. And then we prepare them. We have a final session where we prepare them for that exam, submit everything to the AQP, the QCTO. They write the exam. We've had a great pass rate, and I'm very grateful and blessed for that. And I think what we should mention here as well is, the different assessment centres charge a different rate for the exam. So we never allocate a fixed rate to our clients. We rather do it at the end when we know what the assessment centres are going to charge us. What I love about the EISA and what I love about the QCTO is, obviously, besides the fact that the qualifications are in depth, that they are really job function and role specific, I would say some of the qualifications are so specific and detailed that they're even KPI specific, and they cover those, is that you've got that theoretical, the practical, we've discussed this, but that there is that final exam to kind of maybe just do a final overview, wrap up of your knowledge, understanding, and practical application. And I love that. I think it works great.
What I love about it is once you have written your EISA, leading up to the EISA, as you learn, you know that you can do it. Once you've written your EISA, it's almost like getting that badge that I'm certified.
Yeah, done it.